Welcome to Build Your Dream Network. I'm Kelly Hoey. I see people struggling to connect effectively all the time, so I created this podcast to help you master your network building needs. Whether you're seeking a new job, looking for a promotion, or scaling your business, you need a network, and you're in the right place to get the advice you need. And don't worry, my advice is real. It's actionable and practical because it's the advice I follow and is what has transformed my career from the traditional to the unexpected. So let's get started. Get ready to conquer the post-holiday networking blues. Yep, that time of year when you need to reinvigorate a job search or find new customers. And all everyone is doing is digging out from under all the things they put off last month when the calendars were filled with commitments. It's a new month, and we have to get motivated and creative. Networking this time of year can be challenging. If you splurged last month, either with your diet or your credit card, you could feel pinched right now, regardless of whether you're the one picking up the tab or being asked. Oh, what to do? Get wildly creative. Dig deep into your imagination. Slower periods are opportunities to dive deep into your psyche and personal interests and pull the ripcord on creativity. Let me give you an example from a small business owner who responded to a traditionally slow sales month by inventing something, which by the end of the month proved to be far more rewarding in spite of the challenges than a sale or discount, or quietly conducting business as usual. Carissa Metling is the owner of Rebel Donuts. She and her team operate 2 locations in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Carissa operates in a crowded market, competing with national chains, and actually one of her stores sits between 2 national chains. I'm sure you can relate to trying to connect your talents to the right people when there are lots of people saying they can do the exact same thing. Carissa's response has always been to push herself to stand out. The what if I extra stretch to experiment to see what works, rather than discounting a possibility before she's even tried it. So instead of capitulating to slow consumer demands for donuts during a traditionally slower donut eating month, yes, it does exist, hard to imagine, Carissa and her team at Rebel Donut decided to ignite a new marketing strategy. She looked at the month and thought, what's going on during this month? Who is celebrating a birthday, and how can we celebrate it? Her suggestion sparked her team into brainstorming action, and they came up with a month of ideas. That is, a new idea for each day of the month, and they executed on all of them and had their biggest sales month in history. Which brings me back to you and how the lessons of a quirky, imaginative donut marketing strategy could bring you more customers or clients or connect you to the community you're seeking. So I've done a little searching online and found some bizarre and rather unique days to celebrate. For many of these, there does not appear to have been any presidential proclamation or any documentation from the U.S. Congress to support them as true national days. Nonetheless, they do exist, and there are over 1,500 of them. January 3rd is Fruitcake Toss Day. If you're not a fruitcake fan, then why not gather some friends together for a cake tossing party? Or, if you are a fruitcake fan, perhaps you could set up a drop-off point for all those seeking to toss out unwanted fruitcakes. Either way, it's a different way to connect. January 4th is National Spaghetti Day. How about sharing your favorite spaghetti sauce recipe on social media or reaching out to request a recipe? Which brings me to January 23rd. That's Handwriting Day. You could practice your penmanship by writing thank you notes or sending responses to the holiday cards you received. Yes, this day falls near the end of January, but it is never too late to extend gratitude and appreciation. January is also National Mentoring Month, a campaign held each year to promote youth mentoring in the United States. It was inaugurated in 2002, and as readers of Build Your Dream Network know, I'm a proponent of mentoring, as it is some of the best and most meaningful network building you can do. This is the time to step up your mentoring efforts, and I'm not just talking about one-on-one mentoring. Is there a class you can offer to teach? Milwaukee-based Darla Honeycutt, a former banker, started Fashion Nation, turning her sewing skills into free classes for teens. If crafts or cooking or gardening aren't your strongest skill, how about advice you're frequently asked for? Could you put it down in a blog or a vlog or a podcast? If you're thinking about transitioning from a leadership role, say stepping off a not-for-profit board, how can you transfer your know-how and experience to the next board member or person stepping into your shoes? Could you share your real-world board experience with others who are aspiring to sit on boards? What activities are your clients engaged in? Is there a way to build stronger client relationships without the whining and dining? Can you mentor at a youth organization your clients support or work alongside them at a community service day? You may just find something new you enjoy doing and build a stronger connection with an existing relationship while you're at it. Within National Mentoring Month, there are a few designated days. January 8th is I Am a Mentor Day. How about reaching out and letting a mentee know what you've learned from them? January 17th is International Mentoring Day. Why not share mentoring advice and wisdom on your social accounts on January 17th? January 30th is Thank Your Mentor Day. And yes, it has its own hashtag Thank Your Mentor. Why don't you email a mentor and let him or her know how you're applying their advice today? Mentors come in all shapes and sizes. For me, it is equally the client who was completely transparent and helped navigate internal accounting processes to ensure I got paid in a timely manner, to a mentor who was a boss who gave me, annual performance reviews. Stretch your thinking on January 30th as to who in your network has helped you with guidance, advice, removing internal roadblocks, and then send a note acknowledging that help. National Vision Board Day, I'm back to the bizarre days, is observed annually on the second Saturday in January. Not sure what you're doing on the second Saturday of January, but maybe a group vision board session is in order. Glitter glue is so much better with friends. The second Monday of January each year recognizes National Clean Off Your Desk Day. Need a reason to clean out the office clutter and go paperless? Well, now you have it. So why don't you get imaginative and make it fun? Host a yard sale or swap in your cubicle as a way to connect with your colleagues. You could gamify the task, give awards for the oddest or oldest clutter. Use hashtag CleanOffYourDeskDay on social and post a few before and after pictures. January is National Hobby Month. Lots of people resolve each year to start a hobby, so start asking around. Finally, Elvis's birthday falls on January 8th. There has to be some networking you can do with that. Now that you had some inspiration and networking suggestion, here's the challenge for you this week and the challenge for the next 30 days. How about a 30-day Build Your Dream Network Challenge? For the next 30 days, do one thing each day to genuinely connect with someone in your network. One thing. What on earth you're thinking? And yes, I heard those thoughts in your head. Well, I've already told you Elvis's birthday and National Vision Board Day are in January. There are two ideas you should be doing something with. But beyond January and Elvis, the real bigger point is connecting and networking doesn't need to be a massive production. It just needs to be genuine. A couple of points of clarification. You're not to connect with the same person 30 times. But you could connect with 30 different people the same way. For example, if you had 30 mentors, you could send them 30 individual notes of thanks and get them all out in January. What I'd really like to encourage you to do with this 30-day networking challenge is to reach out to 30 different people in ways that matter to you and are meaningful for them. To help you out, here are a few more ideas. endorse a friend on LinkedIn, personalize a regret note for an event you cannot attend, organize a carpool, volunteer to lend a hand, send a birthday card or a belated birthday card, invite a colleague to join you at an event you're attending, fire off a congratulatory text, recommend a book, comment on a social media post, pick up the phone, wave to your neighbor, that is, assuming you're on friendly terms with your neighbor, organize a lunch and learn in your co-working space, send along an article of interest, ask someone how they're doing. Finally, introduce yourself to the colleague you've seen a million times and have never been properly introduced to. Forward information to help someone else grow their business or send along a job lead. Bonus points with this 30-day networking challenge if you come up with 30 different ways to connect with 30 different people in your network. There's the challenge. Go forth and connect, and I'll see you here next week. Thank you for listening to Build Your Dream Network. Stay connected and don't miss a networking insight by subscribing to the podcast. And while you're there, I'd love you to rate and review the show too. Are you looking for more networking advice? Pick up a copy of my book, Build Your Dream Network. It's your guide to modern networking. I'd like to hear your networking questions, tips, and ideas. Connect with me via my website, jkellyhoey.co. You'll find links to all my social media accounts, plus a contact form to email me your questions. I'm Kelly Hoey, and I'll be back again next week to tackle your networking challenges.